from Bally Midway. We've been waiting for this. This is quite an unusual game because there's, we think, less than 1,000 made. There's no actual count available, but they can go by serial numbers. The lowest one they found, the highest one they found, and it looks like around 1,000. Cocktail tables, maybe under 200. Oh, look, the boys are up there on the...
One piece of wood up top, one on the bottom, and on the seat, this
our work here is never done. That's our air hose. And you have to have them. We have them actually all over. We have another one here. There's 2 air hoses in our work area, and of course next door. But anyway, let's get back to Journey. Cabinet never looked like this. It was decent. This was sent here for an overhaul, restoration. Actually, let me show you now, working on the sides of the cabinet. We had to get that real smooth and repaint it so we could put the new artwork on. Well, she did a pretty nice job on that Journey. Of course he did.
Thank you very much.
He's working on a Rastan now. Rastan. Anyway, so look at how nice the side art comes. The artwork is now being remade, and it was painted with this blue here. So it matched up pretty nice. Even matched up the color. This is the Discitron T-molding. That looks terrific. Brand new overlay. These came, I think, from this old game. It is back in production. The customer sent it to us. He had purchased it and sent it to us to put on. The marquee is perfect, as well as the monitor glass. It only needed a tiny bit of touch-up. Of course, we put new buttons on it and everything. And it has that terrific Bally Midway joystick that we love. Now, if you've been watching our videos, we use this very game to show you how to clean the logic board. In this case, we took this logic board out and we took all the boards apart and cleaned the ROMs, but we showed you a trick on how to fix something that has graphic issues without taking the boards apart. So make sure you look for those videos. That video, and there's also a power supply video adjustment. Now, the game, when it came in, it was actually a lot of work had been done to it. The transformers were already in it, and somebody already put the power supply and conversion board. So we did very little except clean up the wiring. We put some clips in and fix it up. However, the interface board was not working. This is the amplifier. There's 2 amplifiers for the stereo sound, but the interface with, look, a real Emerson slimline, just like me, Frank, tape deck. Cassette deck has, of course, separate ways recorded on it. You are interrupting me. Go ahead. See, I can't even take a quick video. Always being bothered. Nah, Linda's a good kid. She's a good kid. Anyway, back to the cassette player. I almost forgot where we were at. There's an endless loop cassette in there that has recorded separate ways. I was going to say special ways. And that cassette player, of course, will turn on when you finish all 5 waves. You're actually returning the musical instruments to the band performance, and Steve Perry gets back his microphone. And then you have a bonus round, and this player is turned on. It's actually set so the play button is down. So the way they do it is simply turn on the power to the deck, and then it comes out the earphone jack, the sound. So the deck is sitting there with the play button down. It's sort of like unplugging your tape deck with the play button down and then plugging it back in, and it'll start playing almost immediately. By the time the sound starts playing, it's up to speed. What's nice though is, look here, the original paperwork on the player is still here, showing you how to clean the head of the tape deck, which of course we did. We took the player out and we cleaned the heads and cleaned the capstan. Over here, see it says here, the serial number tag, when returned to Bally Midway, will entitle owner of Journey to 1 extra tape. Serial number 371. Frank! I'm gonna call Bally right now and tell him I want my free cassette sent out right away.
You know, you've done this gag before. You can't keep doing the same gag over and over. You're beating a dead horse.
But it's so funny. And up here is the number. This is 374. So once again, we think that, and look, it's even stamped in here, 374. Frank,
Numbers matching Journey.
I think this is all matching. It's actually in very nice shape. The customer found a nice one and shipped it out. Now it looks like the owner, whoever sold it to him, put a brand new television in. This is one of those horrible Vision Pros, but it's working. So they work until they stop working, and then you throw them out. I never like these, but it has a beautiful picture now. The original settings here for the board. You can make a few adjustments. People didn't do much for this because it never made any money. Well, here we go. You know, I almost feel like breaking out into song. I'll do it at the end of the video. Okay. Let me show you something. Right in here, you can see the controls, your volume for the game, and then this is the cassette volume, your test switch, and the button. And look, the original meter, 20,000 quarters. That means, aside from free play, let's say it made 20,000. That's actually 20,700. That's 5,000 bucks gross. We did a 50-50 collection, so 2,500 for one collection, 25 for the other. The machine cost 3,000. They took in 2,500, probably over a period of 3 or 4 years. Didn't do too well. The game is in advertising. Isn't that neat? So it actually turns on the cassette player and plays music during the advertising. Pretty good, huh? That was a pretty big attraction because no game in the world could play real soundtracks like that unless it had a 8-track player or something like that in it. Anyway, we're going to put this into test. To do that, you have to turn the test switch on, and then we turn the game off and on, and I'll show you. They actually have a test mode. The MCR system's checking itself. The only thing I never liked were those big bumps and stuff. But here is the cassette test. Okay? And what we do is we press the blast button for test. Cassette is now off. Joystick up to turn on. We have that boom, and then we have this. Through the Technicolor courtesy of the cassette player. Pretty good, huh? And then of course your volume is here. No, it's not high fidelity. No, but it was the neatest thing on earth at the time. Now, when we go into here, into machine setup, I think we're going to turn that off. So we'll go down here. You know what? We're going to allow buy-in. Oh gosh, what did I do? I hit the button the wrong way. See, I don't even follow the directions. See, up or down to move cursor, left or right to change. So we're going to get to buy-in. I'm going to say buy-in allowed and no music during a track, so we don't keep hearing that annoying boom. And now we'll come out of test. And you know what? I guess we have to turn it off and on. And there she is. Anyway. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, it has this terrific joystick. In this case, it'll hold the memory because of the battery on the logic board. On the power supply, the rechargeable battery will hold your credits, so even if you turn it off. Very nice game in terms of there's 5 planets that you can visit, 5 worlds, shall we say. And what you have to do is reunite the musical instruments with all the people. Now, with all the and the 4 instruments and 1 microphone to all 5 band members. That's what I meant to say. Now, here's the deal: you have to change all these to blue. If you bounce on something twice, it'll disappear completely, and then you're in really big trouble. Only 1 more, guys, and Steven Smith will be off the screen. Uh-oh. I'm running out of safety. Got it. Good. Now the next one here. So I can go up and down and up, but I only fire down, you see? Not bad, huh, Frank? As you can hear, it plays some limited music in the background because it can't really have a whole lot of control over what it's going to do. Now this one here is interesting. You use the joystick and you move the joystick up to jump, but I didn't jump real. Oh God. I didn't play this a lot. Frank, did you play it? No. Jonathan, I'm not doing you really good here. Let's try a different. Oh, game is over. Game is over. But we managed to get our. Should I put TNT? You know what? I think this game only lets you put 2 names in, right? So will it put them all in? Mm-hmm. You never. Oh, look at that. So the fella getting this game is going to see me on the screen until he erases it. Anyway, Frank, a real rarity, a real treasure, fun to play, upright and cocktail. I wish they made a cabaret. There's no record of a smaller cabaret anywhere, so we'll assume that it was never made that way. Very small production release. Your digital graphics, the very first game. Oh, I was going to tell you, the digital graphics, see the faces? Originally, the game it was designed for, I got this, by the way, off of klov.com, KLOV, right here, okay? They give you tons of information about classic arcade games, all kinds of information. It's not available anywhere. Really highly recommend you look at that. Anyway, it says that the digital graphics were originally going to be on a game that had a camera in it, and when you got the high score, you would take your picture and put it on the screen. So in other words, not only the initials there, but your high score. But then people were putting, in the testing, they were putting nasty pictures up there on the screen, and the camera was holding it. So they changed it and put it into this game. They incorporated the faces into this game. This is 1983, folks. We're talking 31 years ago. What a fantastic machine for all those years ago. And look at the bright, brilliant colors. And if you think about it, are there any other, RevX has Aerosmith. Are there any other rock and roll themed video games? They probably find it. Look at these boys are still. Is it done? Can't do anything. I should have done it myself. Anyway, it's a beauty. We're going to crate this up and it's going to go out tomorrow to its new owner. And remember,